Hey everyone, welcome to this video. Today I'm updating my Fuji firmware on the Fuji X-T4 and I'm nervous about it because you just never know how it's going to turn out. So if you want to come along on the journey with me, I will flip the camera over and you can watch me do the update and we'll see if the camera turns on and if it works just as it should after it. Alright, so I've jumped onto the laptop just to see what the firmware is. I'll leave this link down below so you can have a look if you need. And here's the overview of the update, some notes, and then the details. I'm actually on an older version. I think I might be on 1.23 or 5. We'll have a look in a minute. But here's the newest one. So these are the improvements. There's an XLR microphone adapter that's being now supported. There's also a firmware bug that has been fixed which causes the white balance shift saved as custom, that it would be disabled by operating the Q menu. So they fixed that, and the minor bugs have been fixed as well. Unfortunately, it doesn't say which minor bugs, but we'll see what happens. So I will flip the camera back around so you can watch me actually do it. But before I do that, I need to scroll down to here. Now, if you need more information about how to update it, this link here is quite good. I'll just click over to it so you can have a look. It tells you how to prepare the camera, how to check what version you have currently, which I will in a sec as well, and then how to update it. So I won't scroll through that whole thing, but you've got an idea there. And right down below is the download and the license agreement. So I will say agree and then we'll download. So then this file name will go down into my downloads folder, and basically what I need to do is get a blank memory card, put it on there and then put it into the camera. But I will flip around so you can watch me do that. Alright, so I'm back around the other side now. I've got the camera here, and to check the firmware version that's currently on there, just need to press this display back button while turning the camera on. So the camera needs to be off, press the display button, which I'm doing backwards, which is crazy, and then turn the camera on. And we'll just see what happens there. So up it comes, and we've got version, I can't even see, I'm trying to see the reflection, 1.22. I'm super behind. You know what? I got worried about all this when there was issues with the file sizes and whatever else. The thing wasn't starting or something, I can't remember, so I just left it. But I feel like I'm ready to upgrade. So how many versions behind am I? 1, 2, 2. Wow. Just checking. Where were we? 1, 2, 2. Oh my gosh. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 5, 130. I'm super behind. Hopefully I can make the jump in one firmware update. I'm pretty sure it usually works, so now I'm even more anxious about it. Let's see how we go. So now that I know that is the 1.22, and of course you can also see your lens firmware update. They don't come as often from what I've experienced, but you can always check on that site whether your lens is also up to date, because sometimes there are little bugs that they iron out. That's a good thing about Fuji. They're always updating their stuff, which is really cool because you don't have to update the body. You just update the software and it's like a new version of the camera. So next step will be to turn this off again, just to get off this menu. So I'll turn it off and turn it back on. And this time I'm going to format the card. Now, of course, you've got to remember, if you're formatting the card, everything's going to disappear. So I've actually wiped this card. So if we go to playback, there's nothing left there anyway. So if I go to the menu, and where are we? To the cog. This is a bit weird doing upside down, and then user settings. And then is there a format there? Help me out. Yeah, format, and then slot 1, and then up to say format. Da-da-da-da. All right, we're good. So now I'm going to turn the camera off. I'm going to take this card out. So a bit tricky because there's a serial number there, and I always have to, last video I went like that. I showed the serial and then I had to like work an hour in Premiere Pro to try and work out how to get the serial number, because you know there's people out there that want to do silly things if you show them your number. So yeah, I'll take this out just by pressing it, and I will now put this into my SD card reader. This is a really big one that wish it was a bit smaller, but anyway, I bought the Apple one, but the white, I don't know, I'm really weird like that, but the light keeps reflecting off the thing into my eye on the desk, so I've gone back to the grey one. Anyway, you just put that into the computer, and then download that file that I took off that website and just put it into the base directory of this, so just like straight onto the card, and then eject the card correctly, and then I'm going to put the card back in here and we'll turn it on and see how the software updates and how long it takes. So I'll just do that behind the scenes work. All right, so I'm going into the downloads folder, going to drag that over to my card, which is plugged in over here. And then we're going to go to the card. Yep, it's there, and I'll just eject. All right, so I'm going to put that SD card in, close the door, and press that display button again while I turn the camera on. And now we've got a menu to update the camera. So let me have a look what we've got here. And it says, ensure the battery in the camera body is fully charged, and press yes to go ahead with so I'll press yes. And it's asking me again, body or lens. I'm saying body. And I've got to go up to say okay. And do not open a battery cover, nor turn off the camera when the lens is attached. Never remove it. Click OK. And we're off. Processing. I'm actually going to press the stopwatch and we'll see how long it takes. All right, so I just looked down there for a second, but it took around the 3-minute mark, and it says it is complete. So what I'll do is just turn it off again. And I will press that display button, where am I there, and just turn it back on just to check that it is the latest version. And there we go, 1.40. Wow, it's quite the upgrade. Now one more thing that we've got to do that it says in the instructions is just to turn that off again, to get that off the screen, turn it back on, and just wipe that card again. So menu, and then down to the cog, and down to user, and down to format, and slot 1, and OK. So yeah, it looks like it's working okay, and I'll let you know if there's any dramas, but so far so good. Autofocus is working, and yay, we did it. It's always a little bit of an anxious moment when you've got to update the software on something. I know even on my computers, on my iPhone, you know, occasionally there's some glitches that happen, and you sometimes have to roll back. Don't know if you can do that with the Fuji. I guess you can by putting the old software on, but yeah, not if your camera's stuck though, which I think can happen sometimes with these things. So I usually like to wait a couple of days just to see, but with my iPhone and Mac, I usually rush straight to it. So anyway, hopefully that was helpful. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe if you're not subscribed, and give a thumbs up as well, and chat to me in the comments if you've got anything to say, if you've got any questions, and I will see you in the next video. Let me know what you want to see on this channel as well. I'll chat to you in the comments. Bye.